of 2023 become Oscars winners. I am Ifechukwu Moyale with the news. Now, there is an increase in gang activities in Isiokpo community, Ikwere local government area of River State. The chief security officer of the area, Dixon Mbomahom, who made this known, tells our correspondent that a gang attacked him during the arrest of its leader, identified as Christian. He said Christian raised an alarm during his arrest, attracting his gang members who came out of hiding to assault him in the presence of armed security personnel.
Some boys in Isiokpo have started forming a cultism again, a video camp where they are initiating boys. We got information that one of them, one Christian who happened to be the Aslan, the commander, that is somewhere where they are bulldozing bush. I now went to its personnel to arrest him. To my greatest surprise, we arrested him. For the personnel to move the suspect, before you know, the young man was shouting. All the Aslan boys in Isiokpo are from bush where they are still in their camp. I was attacked. They beat me, disarmed me. Even as I'm speaking with you now, my two eyes I cannot see clear. The right side of my ear is pouring water as I'm talking with you now.
He said 2 of the gang members who attacked him have been arrested and handed over to the police for proper investigation.
Friday, as God may have it, as we are going for the waykeeping with the chairman and some policemen, all of them just burst out from bush, shot, so lock run against them. We apprehend. None of them happened to be among the people that attacked me on that Tuesday afternoon. So they have taken to police station for further investigation.
He, however, warned against any return of gang activities in the area.
I'm very sure under my watch that nothing like cultism for the local government. We have passed that stage. We cannot go back to that which we just suffered, and by just grace of God, the local government is coming back now to a normal standard, and they want to take us back again. Under my watch, it won't happen.
Recall that about 4 years ago, Ikwere local government area saw an influx of armed robbery and kidnapping of travelers for ransom due to the activities of gang members. Local vigilantes, popularly known as OSPAC, were formed in communities in the area which topped the gangs. Meanwhile, an outer service was held yesterday for the late Herbert Wiwe, his wife Chizoba, and son Chizi. It followed their burial at his hometown Omweke, Isiokpo in River State on Saturday. Those present were Senate President Godswill Akpabio, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, Business Leader Aliko Dangote, Muhammadu Sanusi II, State Governors of Lagos and Abia, others, and former Governors Peter Obi, Chibike Amechi, among others. Moving on, the leader of Simplified Movement in Obiakpo local government area of River State, Chijioke Hunwo, has assured the people of Rumokurusi Ward 3 that their support for Fubara administration will not be in vain. Speaking at the Simplified Movement Thanksgiving in Rumokurusi Ward 3, Mr. Hunwo said, Governor Fubara is a compassionate leader whose interest is the overall good of River's people and development of the state.
Faith belongs to all of us. What we are doing is not out of place. That we voted for a man, Siminalayi Joseph Fubara, and our duty is to protect what we voted for. By the grace of God, we have won the Supreme Court, and the governor is working. So I want to tell all of us that do not be scared. So we are not fighting anybody. Our governor is a man that has conscience. Fubara is a God-fearing leader. This time around, we are doing things differently, and that the governor we have is a man that loves Rivers people. So the support he are giving to us in this world will not be taken for granted. We are going to ensure that we replicate what we sought to do.
Also speaking, the special advisor to the governor on power, Solomon Eke, urged the people to continue to remain steadfast in their support for Governor Siminalayi Fubara. He thanked the people of Rumokurusi for standing behind Governor Fubara.
We are doing the traditional thing to show that your prayer is simplified. We have seen Your Majesty, He has blessed us, and we have come here to appreciate you for coming out. We remain steadfast in supporting the governor of Rivers State. Our mommy that prayed say that let us remember you. We have already remembered you because the kind of leadership you have now, maybe the former leadership one, and this one now we want to make something reach house. You know when they give, they will share off a road. These people will make sure that you are properly represented.
Away from that, the Emoha Local Government Council has refuted claims that Governor Siminalayi Fubara has directed the reinstatement of dismissed ghost workers. The Chief Press Secretary to the Council Chairman, Bright Josie Elendo, said in a statement that the dismissal followed a biometric exercise that aligned with the anti-corruption policy of Council Chairman Chida Lloyd. He said the River State Local Government Service Commission supervised the exercise. Now, it said the River State government will not overturn the outcome of an exercise it supervised and saw an age-long corruption where a staff member earned 3 salaries with the same name in one voucher, and the 6-year-old of a former caretaker committee chairman earned a salary as a staff member. The statement urged the public to dismiss the report as it aims to sow discord between the Emoha local government and the state government. It said it will challenge any decision that jeopardizes its administration and the growth of Emoha local government area. He recalled that some of those affected sought redress in court and the matter was properly dismissed. And now the Oyishi Agworo of Igbo Kingdom, Samuel Amechi, and the Igbagorasa Council of Traditional Rulers in Eche local government area of River State have distanced themselves from the activities of land grabbers in the area. Speaking to newsmen, Dr. Amechi advised indigents and affected landowners to seek justice through dialogue. The monarch also made compulsory the inclusion of village heads as signatory to land purchase in the clan.
If there is any land in dispute, the legitimate way to resolve it is by dialogue. Either they report to the traditional ruler of that place or in our own area. If it is between 2 local governments, we get the Surveyor General of the state to come and tell us where is the boundary and share the land. Violence is not the best way to resolve a problem. The council has also made it compulsory that anybody buying land within Igbo Kingdom should please make sure that the village chief is a signatory to the agreement.
On their part, spokesperson of the council, Shama Ayalibechi, and the paramount ruler of Chokocho town, Charles Chukwuemeka Wala, called for urgent government intervention.
This council is not in support of land grabbing, and this council has taken the stand that if anybody, any chief is even involved, if any of our sons are involved, the law has to take its course. Most of the land grabbers we're talking about, they need police, commissioner of police, hear these things. Those security people have no government security, so everything goes into government. That is limit to what an individual can do. The stand of the council is that government should intervene.
The issue of land grabbing is demarcating Igbo Kingdom. People coming from outside are invading our land. Eche is known as one of the food baskets of River State, but today bulldozers are coming in and taking our agricultural lands. The thing is affecting the communities in Igbo Kingdom.
Still to come, Muslims set to begin Ramadan fasting. Stay with us.
Over the years, successive
You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. The Nigerian Institution of Surveyors in River State has promised to collaborate with the River State Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development to tackle development challenges, particularly issues related to flooding. The state chairman of the institution, Baridile Bara, made the promise when he led members of his executives on a courtesy visit to the permanent secretary of the Hebron Wisdom at his office in Port Harcourt. He also thanked Governor Fubara for appointing a surveyor as a permanent secretary.
We have come today to facilitate with you on this your promotion to the office of permanent secretary. And we also use the opportunity to also thank the governor who had deemed it fit to appoint a surveyor for the first time in the history of the profession to the position of permanent secretary, Ministry of Physical and Urban Planning. We have also come here to look at ways we can collaborate with your ministry, particularly as regards planning. So the institution of which you belong and you are a member are available to assist you to make our inputs to ensure that you succeed in this office.
In his response, the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development, Hebron Wisdom, thanked the chairman of the institution, Baridile Bara, and his team for their solidarity.
Thank you very much, members of my profession. Today is a demonstration of the fact that you loved me and you want me to succeed. First of all, we thank the Almighty God who has made it possible for us to be here. We extend our thanks to the governor of Rivers State, Sir Simila Ifubara, who has found me worthy to be in this position. He knows quite well within himself that for physical planning to take its shape, there must be a surveyor, and I'm very sure that you all are behind me. It is good for you to have people that are supporting you. I can rely on you, I count on you in order to move the state forward.
Elsewhere, women have been urged to use the resources available in this artificial intelligence era to invest in their careers. Now, this and many more were the messages from the attendees of the book signing of Becoming a News Titan, a book written by the news manager of Kuwazobia Info FM in Port Harcourt, Chioma Ezenwafo. The book signing event was held on International Women's Day in collaboration with the Nigeria Association of Women Journalists, the WAJ River State Chapter. The State Commissioner for Information and Communication, Joe Johnson, was the special guest of honor.
I've never underrated women because I know that they're always taking the lead. Remember the about women riot, women have done in the Bible, and as Esther. So they've always taken the lead. So I'm quite impressed. And I'm sure it's going to help to support quite a number of other of our colleagues in trying to translate what they have upstairs on paper, because that's our training.
Now, WAJ chairperson in the state, Susan Serekara Wikana, also shared her thoughts during the event.
Despite all the engagement, she was able to do this. I felt it was a way to encourage her, a way to celebrate her. So now WAJ is celebrating you.
The author, Chioma Ezenwafo, also spoke.
It's quite significant what has happened here today. Most times when you have women events or you see just women talking to women, but this time around we had all classes of people, men and women alike, sharing their opinion on the idea of how to cover women better, especially women in the spaces that I wrote about in my book, Becoming a News Titan, talking about politics and civic space. I'm really excited that the objective was achieved. The message is also very clear that it's better that we cover women as much as we cover the men in these spaces. And I really look forward to journalists, creating great stories after they read the book.
Our correspondent reports that panelists reflected on the theme of the book. The event, which had activist Aisha Yusufu as a keynote speaker, saw scores of journalists and other professionals in attendance. In other news, the Sultan of Sokoto and President of the National Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, Muhammad Saad Abubakar, has confirmed the sighting of the moon marking the beginning of the holy month of Ramadan. The Sultan, in a post shared by the National Moon Sighting Committee in Nigeria on its X handle on Sunday, called on Muslims across the country to start fasting today.
And now we bring you news from around the world.
Two of the biggest movies of 2023, Barbie and Oppenheimer, have received Oscars for their achievement. Atomic bomb movie Oppenheimer is, however, the bigger winner of the 96th Oscars held in Los Angeles yesterday, after scooping 7 awards, including Best Picture and Best Actor for Cillian Murphy. That's wrap on the news this morning. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Ikwere CSO has warned of gang resurgence in Isiokpo. Muslims are to begin Ramadan fasting today. And on the foreign scene, two biggest movies of 2023 won the Oscars yesterday. The news was edited by Chioma Ezenwafo. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I'm Ifechukwu Moyeli. Many thanks for listening.